Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today on this lovely Monday, October 2nd, 2023? I want to say hello. Hope everybody's blessed and happy. I just found out yesterday that the Boston Celtics, they got Drew Holiday. So I'm going to actually play some highlights of what I heard.
We have some breaking Celtics report. Adrian Wojnarowski reporting the Celtics have acquired guard Jrue Holiday from the Blazers in a blockbuster deal one day before Media Day. The C's reportedly sending Portland Rob Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, and 2 first-round picks. Woj adding in the last few minutes that the expectation is that the Celtics are eager to retain Holiday long-term. He has a player option for next season. Michael Holley, Tommy Curran, Amina Smith here with you. We found out seconds before we came up on the show, and I really Jrue Holiday being added to this Celtics roster. I think that he is a needle mover for this team. I think he could take them over the hump. When you talk about getting Banner A team, a great two-way player, great defensive player, Holly, I think this is the perfect match.
It's a great trade, and you don't have a lot of point guards left like this in basketball. A lot of the point guards are scoring guards who are not necessarily setting people up, or you have a forward who handles the ball as much as a point guard. Jrue Holiday is the last a certain type of certain type of breed, a point guard who can score, can shoot from three, who can defend. He's a 5-time All-League defender. He's a 2-time All-Star. And I think he really settles down the Celtics because, Connor, what did we say at the end of last year? Hey, what's going on with their playmaking? Jason Tatum was handling the ball a lot. Jaylen Brown was handling the ball too much and turning it over. So now you've got somebody who can stabilize, doesn't need to be the primary scorer, can find those guys when he needs to and get his own shot. And that's when the situation calls for it.
Celtics would have had a banner against the Golden State Warriors if they could have run the half-court offense. Marcus Smart's a very good player, a versatile player, a good passer. He's not a point guard, nor is Derek White. The Celtics now have a point guard who's better than both Smart and Derek White. God bless Derek White. I love him. He's going to be very useful. But to me, you've now added the missing piece that prevented you from having a finals win against the Warriors. You've upgraded the position. And as Adrian reported, this was something Jrue Holiday wanted. This was at the very top of his wish list. So you got Porzingis and Jrue Holiday added in the offseason to join these guys. That's good.
And here's the other thing. Milwaukee did what it had to do. Look, we all know Dame Lillard is a better player than Jrue Holiday, so they had to upgrade from Holiday to Lillard. But thank you, Milwaukee, because now the Celtics are a better team. I think better than Milwaukee now, by adding Milwaukee's leftover, Milwaukee's miscast, or the outcast Jrue Holiday. So you got Holiday who can deal with Lillard, not better, but can deal with them. And now I look at the other two. So you got Holiday versus Lillard. Okay, advantage Lillard. But I'll take Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum versus Giannis and Middleton all day long. I like what they got. I like what they're doing here.
Amina, I'm wondering, did the Celtics end up better off with Holiday than they would have been with Lillard?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Because I think the ball would have been in Damian Lillard's hands a bit too much when you have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown on this Celtics team. But also, I don't know if Dame Lillard is actually looking for a championship. I don't know where he is right now in his career. He's so used to being the guy that could. The one concern I had was, could he come to Boston and not be the guy because Jason Tatum is the guy here?
Can I tell you where he is in his career? Pissed.
Yeah.
He is mad. He does not, and you saw that Chris Haynes report. Right on, like Chris Haynes, one of the best NBA reporters in the country. Haynes says, Lillard said, if I can't go to Miami, he told Portland, if I can't go to Miami, I'd rather come back here. And Portland GM was like, no,
not here.
You're on the run. So he didn't want to go to Milwaukee, and that's going to be a big story for him. Is he going to buy in as a Milwaukee Buck stuck there, stuck in Felger country for the next 3 years? That's tough.
So that's what happened as far as that. I'm going to play you guys some more clips. But yeah, I was shocked about that situation, about Jrue Holiday. And I was also shocked that Dame Lillard ended up going to, going to Milwaukee Bucks, which I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. So I'm going to try to see.
Very happy Sunday.
Nope, I don't want to play that.
I'm
gonna play you. I'm gonna play you Brad Stevens his press conference. That I guess that, with the Celtics media. I'm gonna play a little bit of that. So
Start the acquisition of Jrue Holiday. Your thoughts on that, and just how much were that a surprise that he was going to become available as a potential trade target last week, and how did that honestly change your guys' plans on the fly?
I mean, there's a list of guys in the league that you always think you'll never have a real chance to get, that you think are like perfect fits, and that you'd love to be a Celtic, and Jrue was, one of those guys, and the reasons are, I mean, everybody can see what he does on the court, and he's a really good player, multiple-time All-Star. The defense has been well documented, et cetera. But I think it's he's an elite teammate, elite competitive character, all of those things. Like you said, it's not one that you predict will necessarily have a chance to get. You knew the price was going to be, really high, and but he's a guy that we think is a great fit for us, and does so many good things on and off the court for us.
Brad, you talked earlier in the offseason about needing to rebalance when you got Kristaps. Now, is the balance okay with you now? Do you need to continue? Do you need to do more to get the balance that you're looking for backcourt and frontcourt?
Yeah, I mean, we'll continue to look at it. We'll see how it all looks. I think we've had the real benefit of watching a packed gym for the last few weeks, in small groups, and some open gyms that guys have played. And we've been really encouraged and impressed by some of the people that people don't talk about on our team, and a lot. And so we'll see how that all plays itself out. But yeah, we talked about trying to balance that. I think Jrue becoming available obviously wasn't something that was predicted. And we thought about it not only in terms of however Joe decides to start the game, but certainly how the end of the game would look, and who we can put out there. And you just couldn't pass on an opportunity to get a guy like Jrue. But yeah, we will continue to look at the best balance for our team. I do think that we'll still play some double bigs. The nice part is that Kristaps can play with any of our bigs. Al can play with any of our bigs, and go from there. But we'll watch for a couple weeks and continue to gauge it.
And with the new CBA, now you guys are a second apron team, but we know that all of the rules haven't kicked in yet.
Right. So
was the fact that those rules haven't kicked in yet, does that make you kind of more go for it now this season versus maybe taking a longer term approach? Is this kind of like, because of the rules, does it make you push more all in right now?
Well, I think first of all, this speaks to our ownership's willingness to spend regardless, right? And our eagerness to be the best possible team we can be. All of those discussions, without getting too far into weighing the here versus now, John, all of those discussions have been like endless since the new CBA came out, right? And so, those are things that we've hashed back and forth over and over and over, and have been prepared for any scenario. Certainly we all have to be mindful of and make good decisions as we move forward.
Feel like your money is going up in flames? Want to save money heating your home?
I hate commercials.
How difficult was it to move on from Rob in this trade?
Yeah, really hard. I've said this to our staff today. Like, those phone calls are, I'll probably be like somewhere else in 10 years hiding, right? Those are like the hardest phone calls. Rob, it was such a pleasure to watch Rob grow. when he first got here, he had a long way to go. But he had a great attitude. He was a great teammate, and got a lot better, over time. I know Portland's super excited to get him, and that was hard. It was really hard. Guys like Jrue Holiday are the only reason you ever entertain, moving on from a guy like Rob. That's really tough.
I know Malcolm, a lot of conversations after, Jrue being traded there early in the summer, kind of bringing him back in, moving on from him and just those conversations over the summer. How did that process go and end up him included in the trade?
But Malcolm had to be included in the trade because of the money aspect of how these trades work, right? But, I've talked about it before. Malcolm had every right to be frustrated with us in the middle of the summer. That said, I was not concerned with regard to if media day started today and Jrue Holiday didn't become available, that he was going to be a professional, because that's what he is. He's a good guy. He's a good teammate, and he understands the business aspect of this. And so, I think he'll do really well as well. He feels good. He's ready to roll, and we're thankful for the year he had with us.
Like a week ago, you were probably pretty certain that you were going to go to camp with one team. What was your reaction when Holiday got traded to Portland and you kind of realized, okay, this guy might be available? And then how urgent were you to go get him at that point? And how did things progress from that initial excitement by you that maybe he's free to then the trade?
As time went on, I think we all became a little bit more wondering if Portland was going to end up getting somebody that they would then move on from as a result of getting moving Dame. And so we had we were monitoring it like the rest of the league. To be candid, we knew kind of the numbers that had to match. So you had a list of guys that might be in those type of deals that you might be interested. So you have to stay flexible and ready and all that. I think that when it became Jrue, it was like, it's never ideal timing right before training camp. But at the same time, this is a guy that you want on your team whenever you can get him.
Final couple questions, Jared.
Brad, with Jrue, you paid a substantial price, like multiple picks, important players. Most of the trades you've made so far, it was generally like one pick or like one player. So what made you want to go this deep into like this big of a trade? And is this something you've been kind of preparing for, or was it going that deep into a trade was something that kind of caught you guys by surprise?
Got to pay a good price for things, right? Like, that's the way it goes. We're trying to win a championship, trying to be as good as we can be. We certainly did, and 2 picks and 2 good players, and that is a real price. And but that's how good we think Jrue is, and we're still in pretty good shape from the standpoint of what we can do moving forward with picks. I mean, we've got a ton of seconds now, and I think we can still move a couple of firsts, and we have control of all of our firsts with the exception of the swap in 28 and the 29. So, we're here to try to be as good as we can be.
Introducing the all-new Twister Air.
So I'm not going to talk too much about it. I don't want to play too much of it, but I'm just, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens with, the season, NBA season, when it transpires, because I am looking forward to seeing if I get a chance to hopefully watch some NBA games and see how Celtics play, how Milwaukee plays, since they got Damian Lillard now. And we'll see how, our players, Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, you know what I'm saying? So Jason Tatum, and see who else, Al Horford, So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping we have a good season. I am very disappointed that we didn't beat Golden State Warriors in 2022 because we had a chance, and everybody knows that they had the Warriors on the ropes. The Warriors just stepped up a little bit more. Celtics made some mistakes, as we all do in life, and and so forth. But I would love to see the Celtics go back to the finals again and see what happens. You know what I mean? I would like the Lakers to go far too. I like the Lakers. I like to see what the Western Conference is going to be. When the Western, in the West, because Denver won it in 2023, and I would like to see the Lakers or somebody do. I'm going to say this. I like the Lakers. I like the Celtics. I like the history of that rivalry. So that's why I would love to see both of them go back to the finals. But we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Again, I'm just hoping our team does something because I feel like we have a good squad. And, they just signed Jaylen Brown to the largest contract in NBA history, like $304 million, which is a huge contract. That's crazy. I forget how many years. I don't know if it's like 3. I don't know if it's like 4 years or something like that. But that man is him and his family are good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he has any family or not, but kids or not. But he's good. You know what I mean? He's going to be good. His agent's going to be good. So, but yeah, just looking forward to the NBA season. Hopefully, see what happens as far as everything goes with the players and what teams are going to do good and so forth, or what teams, but that's basically it though. You heard Brad Stevens speak, and it's like, Robert Williams to me was a good player, and my only concern, I say this before I get off, is going to be how thin the center position is going to be for the Celtics. Because they got Porzingis and they got Al Horford. I don't know who else they have as other backups. But, just like he said, you have to pay a price to get certain players, because they traded away Marcus Smart and stuff like that, which I like Marcus Smart. He was a great defender, good player and stuff like that. So, that's basically it. But feel free to look at my YouTube channel. I'm actually on TikTok too. I believe it's, let me just see so I can look it up before I'm on. But yeah, I'm on TikTok. I'm on, you know what I mean? So I'm on, what is my name on here? I'm not even sure what my name is on here, but you can look me. I think it's Raxum. I think it's Raxum, 1877. I believe that's, what it is. But my thing. But yeah, you can check me up. I'm also on Instagram too, Raxum 1877. So let me just, it says, so if you want to look me up on TikTok, it's www.TikTok Raxum, RAXM. So, and I'm also on Instagram too. I believe it's Raxum 1877. So you can check me up where I'm talking about videos, and stuff like this, and talk about whatever's going on. But feel free to check out more of my videos. Type in my name, Russell Mills, RussellMills, May 22nd, 2017. My first video. It's called Why Black People Settle for Less. Everybody take care. God bless. Have a great day. Bye.